You know, one of the benefits of living the van lifestyle, you can just up and go at moment's notice. You know, be doing whatever it is you're doing, and then you get an urge or a thought, I feel like going someplace. The place I feel like going might be 1,000 miles away. And what do? You just hop in your van and you go. Simple as that. I did that many times in the past. Don't do it so much now because I like staying here in the Tampa Bay area. I have a regular job, go to every day, regular hours. But still, if I had the urge to, which I did recently, I just simply tell my employer, I'm going to take a little bit of time off. I got to go do something. And then I leave. And how much notice do I give them? Well, I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate myself, the employer I have. As long as I give them a moment's notice, that's notice enough. Some people might have an employer where they need to give them a week or two notice, but not me. And then also, I have a viewpoint or an attitude to where even if it's not okay with the employer, well, I'm my own boss, really. I chose my employer, and if he doesn't like the way that I operate, I could choose another employer when I get back. That's the way I feel about it. That's the way I've always operated. And that's what you can do too if you choose to live the van lifestyle. Keep in mind, the van lifestyle is a lifestyle of mobility. There's some uncertainties that come with that, some adventures that come with that. So if you're okay with having adventures and instability as opposed to having security and knowing what you're doing every day. See, some people they're not going to fit the van lifestyle. Because why? Because they like to have everything stable. It has to be this way and only this way and no other way. And when they're operating that way, then they kind of run into some difficulties living the van lifestyle. Because like I said, it's about mobility. It's about being able to operate spur of the moment type decisions. So if you're thinking about becoming a van lifer, moving into your van, full-time or part-time, well, now you have some thoughts. I got distracted here. And, oh yeah, one other thing about where to park, where to sleep. That's one of the main things you need to know right off the bat. See where I've got my van parked right now? I love sleeping in places like this. I already found out in this particular place, doesn't happen very often. Might be able to get by a night or two here, but as a normal thing, in this particular location, the police will show up and they'll ask me to leave, go somewhere else. And that's not a problem. It's never bothered me whenever a police officer shows up. The typical thing he does, he says, what are you doing? Let me see your driver's license, your insurance card. He checks me out, and I'm always honest with him. I live out of my van, I travel around, or I live out of my van and it's just where I felt like sleeping for the night. Always be honest with them, that's my opinion. I've never gotten into trouble as a result of that. If they don't want you sleeping where you're parked, no problem, go somewhere else. Now there's another beach area that I like to go to where it's also posted no overnight camping, no overnight parking, but no one bothers me there. I've slept there many nights, and I'm gonna keep that location a secret to myself because I don't want to, get too many people going there. But beyond that, for getting started out, if you're just new at this, what I recommend is Walmart. Park in a Walmart parking lot, preferably one that's open 24 hours. Park further away from the building, closer to the road. Park underneath a light. Don't even attempt to hide the fact that you're sleeping in the van. Be very open about it. Just pull up underneath the light, closer to the road, further from the building, and do what you do. I think they probably frown on it if you try to cook out there in the parking lot, but if you stand out there in the parking lot next to your van and you're eating a watermelon or something that you bought inside, no, I've never had a problem with that. So the safest place to get started after sleeping is Walmart parking lot. And again, the same thing applies there. If anybody comes out and says you're not allowed to park here, you need to leave, just say, okay, I'll go on down the road. And then go find another big parking lot, park underneath the light, closer to the road, further from the building. And as a normal thing, you'll find that's perfectly fine. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.